and welcome to Antares News, bringing you the most up-to-date information from across the galaxy. Our top story, insurrection in far space. Planets at the edge of our core systems rebel against the collective protection in this special...
Well, certainly, the warp could have potential to revolutionize space travel. But as we know, it has catastrophic side effects to organic life. Overexposure, for lack of a better word, warps the body.
All rumors of a superweapon being assembled in far space are completely false. You are secure in the hands of the Antares Collective. Your cooperation keeps your galaxy safe.
For petty larceny, vandalism, and piracy, collective peacekeepers are asking for any information on Captain Jericho Nova.
The latest and greatest from our new line of artificial intelligence. So advanced, you'd swear it's actually learning and evolving. And that's not all.
Empyrean travel. See the galaxy and expand your horizons, while learning from the best and brightest minds the known universe has to offer.
Junk work's a perfectly valid profession. We go in, we dig through the waste, we come out with something shiny someone else wants, everybody wins.
Now, I understand Zath operations scare people, but the criminal clan? Whew, that's outrageous. Your home and your wallet are perfectly safe.
Take the jump out to far space and see what adventure the edge of the galaxy has to offer. And for those taking the plunge for the first time, Godspeed, you strangers to the stars.
Hello there, space travelers, and welcome back to Strangers with the Stars. On tonight's episode, we're going to another planet, and they'll probably not die within the first 15 minutes, but who can say? These sessions usually go chaotic. I am your host, Alex, and with me as always is my lovely casting crew. We have Kristen Trawczynski.
Hello.
We have Kylie Ann.
Hi.
We have DB Grease.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have Toonwolf.
Heyo.
And we have Queen Creeps.
Ace LaGuire is small than Grease Gun, and I hate my fucking life.
I'm gonna need you to stop saying forbidden knowledge, like, forever.
When last we left the intrepid crew of the Zephyr, they planned a robot heist, and it went bad within, the first 10 to 15 minutes. Alliances were betrayed by both Grailcon and Malady, that partnership, and by Piecemeal, who was like, statistically speaking, there's always a betrayal in a heist movie, without realizing, wait, I'm the betrayal in the heist movie. There was an attempt...
I better hurry up and betray you before there's a betrayal in the heist movie.
Yeah. I don't want to be the betrayee in the heist movie.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that would be awful if I was betrayed in the heist movie, so I guess I better hurry up and betray you. Then after that, there was a fight. It involved robot T-Rexes and attempts to hijack the same, and by the skin of their teeth, the crew of the Zephyr got the map piece that was on Cryon 8 and flew back to heal their wounds, try to repair their spaceship, and head off for the planet Ballara.
Baloney.
Woot. Oh, I see.
Yep, the Cloudburst, the big old ship that Countess Alna Von Dem is piloting, so you have, faster than light travel, as opposed to just, let's drift on in this Firefly, definitely not Firefly-class ship, it's fine. Starts jetting off and entering hyperspace to head off to Ballara, as the Countess herself settles down with the rest of the crew, skimming through a book, nodding, is like, so while I'm reading up on the planet we're about to go to, how familiar is everyone else with the planet Ballara?
Not really.
Can't say jungles are usually my thing, no.
Yeah, despite it being warp stuff, I know nothing about it, really.
Well,
I do not believe I have any knowledge of it in my database.
That does track, Compass. The good news is that apparently neither does the Antares Collective, at least not much of the inner workings. The outer workings they're rather obviously familiar with. It's very hard to miss a giant temple in the middle of the jungle. What it was used for no one's been able to uncover, but they did send out several researchers. The last of which is a man by the name of DRL Drager. Let me spell that out for you in the chat.
Thank you so much for spelling this out in the chat.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So helpful.
The words just appear in midair. Thanks for putting it in the chat, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
Dear
Oh, of course.
copper.
I think I've heard that name before, actually. The Countess says, flipping through some more news articles on a tablet. Yes, apparently he used to be a contractor of sorts with the Antares Collective, studying the warp. He was a specialist because he and his family used to be something known as Nebula Knights.
Nebula Knights?
I know, the name sounds really stupid when I say it out loud.
No, that's fucking awesome! Are you kidding? I can't judge. My name's Jericho Nova.
You're right, you can't judge. I was about to say, if you started to judge.
It's amazing.
Ma'am, please. I am well aware of my name. Okay, so Nebula Knights.
Yeah.
Is that
Nebula
a
Knights.
thing?
Apparently, we've still got some time. I'm sure there's more information about it on the space internet.
Ah, yes. Compass, make a note to check Space Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Go to Sploogle.
Nope, mate.
Alright, so another defector. Well, anyone who's an enemy of the Antares Collective is a friend of mine.
Not sure if he's a defector. There are several news articles saying they're on the lookout for where he went. So either they really want him back, or they really want him dead. Antares News being what it is, they'd never clarify these things.
I mean, if they're after him, they're also after us, so we've got something in common.
Perhaps. It would be nice to have an actual ally one of these days that's not just Leonardi. Even then, Leonardi doesn't have a communicator. God, we got to get him a communicator sometime.
That would have been a smart thing. I guess we'll have to pop back and slide him a space iPhone.
At earliest convenience, I suppose.
Yeah. No,
Sorry, hang on. You win for the iPhone and not the Galaxy.
God, Ace, you know what? You're so fucking right.
Good opportunity.
What am I am... You know what? You're fucking right. I'm gonna launch myself out of the airlock right now. Fuck it. Bye.
All right, bye.
Alright, well, goodbye, Captain.
Are you really?
So, as for the rest of
really
you...
not
And
using?
nothing.
Are you
The
really
Galaxy's
not
in all the
using
range
Space
now,
Galaxy
Jenny.
79?
I was joking. I am not actually going to launch myself out of the airlock.
Oh.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Wow, you seem so disappointed. Thanks.
That was sarcasm.
Well, regardless, you're right. Having an actual ally would be nice. It would be good if we could get off of a planet without, making enemies with the entire planet.
Well, I'm sure there's still some people who like you on Marilia. Technically.
Maybe.
And technically, Cryonate is a moon and not a planet, so are we really going to count that as an entire planet hating you?
Listen, it is a full body in space. Like the whole body of that moon hates us. Cause
Why? It's a spherical object.
Technically, it's only one entity that controls the entire
Listen,
planet. It's only
all
one
I'm
person
saying-
needs to hate us.
Listen, I have some friends in places in the galaxy, but I can acknowledge that being a pirate involves, making some connections and severing others. And remaking them. It really depends, how it is. The job being what it is and all.
Absolutely correct, Captain.
But okay, so we're looking for... So, this guy was studying warp magic then for the collective, right? So if we can find this guy, I would imagine he'd be helpful in finding some other space bullshit tied to the warp. These things usually tend to find each other.
Presumably he would be the resident expert on the planet, yes. Failing that, there is the giant temple. Should we be able to locate that, I'm sure it would have information as well.
Right. Right. So another temple that's missing out in the jungle.
Funny how these things seem to always be in the jungles.
Great. Good. It's fine. We've never had problems with the jungle before in this time or any other time.
If we get Murder Gorilla 3...
Listen, what do you think the odds are that this jungle planet in a completely different part of space would also have murder gorillas? Like, come on, what are the odds?
Well, you never
Same
know.
odds that on a completely separate moon would have robot murder gorillas.
You see, she gets me.
I was about to say, let's not try and jinx this.
The space seem like a weird thing to ask, Countess, but can we check Space Amazon to see if there's any, like, I don't know, gorilla repellent or something like that? Because I'm starting to think maybe we should invest.
There's always a chance. Space Amazon is quite extensive in the list of products it carries.
It's true. Evil has its
Should I
uses.
check
Space Amazon. Yes, check Space Amazon.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm checking Space Amazon.
Space Amazon.
Check it.
All right. Compass, make a wit roll to check Space Amazon.
for gorilla repellent.
Make a wit.
There we go. Oh my god. Compass, you open Space Amazon and search for murder gorilla repellent. The results are a whole bunch of guns.
We already have a few of those.
We could get more.
Yeah.
So, yeah. As I just like searching, my quote unquote eyes just go up and a screen kind of shows of Space Amazon, and everyone can see the list of guns.
Makes
This
sense.
is what I'm able to find.
You know, on the one hand, I was expecting actual repellent, but on the other, you really can't argue with those bring results.
No.
Actually, can I take a look at those?
Yeah.
Do you want
Chance,
another gun?
you look through. They're just really big guns.
Nice. Anything that would particularly be interested in? Probably.
There's one that looks like a giant space blunderbuss with another space blunderbuss taped to the side of it.
God, yes, that one. That's the one. Captain, please.
I don't... Chance, I don't know if you noticed, but we have... It depends on if our incredibly generous benefactor is willing to purchase you this absurd gun.
I do the big kitty eye thing, make myself real cute, be like, please.
Make a savvy roll, Chance.
Hold on.
What should be a crit fail? Oh.
All right. The Countess sighs, puts her fingers to her temple. I would order this for you, except we would be waiting on this ship for it when we're already going at hyperspace speed, and we don't even know if there are murder gorillas on this planet.
Okay.
What if there's murder gorillas on other planets after?
Okay, that's understandable. But will you humor me for a moment? If we perhaps, by some utterly bizarre coincidence, run into murder gorillas on this planet, will you consider funding this gun for future murder gorilla experiences that are likely to occur?
Should murder gorillas be a problem on this planet, and there be an obvious trend happening, I will indeed consider the possibility that such things are necessary to repel murder gorillas.
You're an intelligent woman. I really appreciate that about you. All right, we are getting super off track here. Okay, so murder gorillas aside, I apologize. Listen, you get attacked by one space murder gorilla. That's enough. If it's a trend, you have to take a moment of concern. Okay, so we got a guy, Darrell Draga. He's somewhere out there, possibly a Nebula Knight, whatever the fuck a Nebula Knight is. Compass, do you want to check Space Wikipedia?
I could check Space Wikipedia.
You can check Space Wikipedia. Make a wit check, Compass.
Beep.
Oh,
fuck.
Space Wikipedia is not very reliable.
Compass, that's not how you spell it!
I spelled it out in the chat for you, Compass.
There's no Z in Nebula!
Do you want
Are
to
you
invoke
seriously
your
quite-
advantage to look up things, Stunt?
Yes, please.
That's a crit
So you-
success.
So you backspaced the Z out of your search.
And now Space Wikipedia knows what to look for.
Apologies, I didn't realize that I accidentally pressed a double space. Or no, that was a double M, not an N.
Alright, the Nebula Knights are a group from, like, old ancient days of space. Like, they predate the Antares Collective. Back in the old days of far space, where there was, like, a lot less law to, like, unite various planets, Nebula Knights were modeling themselves on chivalrous knights of, like, Terran history, wandering around the galaxy, protecting people, and wandering off. Kind of like cowboys with big ol' swords. Monofilament blades, that is.
That's fucking sweet. So,
Continued.
so,
Because
so
of crit
not
success.
Jedi.
Definitely not Jedi. Definitely not Jedi. 100% not Jedi. They're so not Jedi, in fact, that when the Antares Collective came to power, they definitely didn't all get wiped out. In fact, they started actually kind of getting integrated with the Antares Collective, but more and more they were becoming, like, irrelevant or outdated and not particularly effective compared to giant hovering laser tanks, let's say. So there are only a few of them left. The most, like, high-profile name of Nebula Knights that was left was the name of Draga, that family line. Sargon Draga, his kids, and his grandkids, of which Daerel Draga is one of the grandkids.
Okay.
Interesting.
Most of the information that's modern nowadays comes from books Daerel Draga has written, both on the Warp and on Nebula Knighthood as a whole.
I must say, the entire concept of them is quite adorable.
Sounds pretty fucking sweet to me. I wish I'd heard
Ace
of
kind
that
of
on my planet.
blinks. Ace blinks at hearing Compass say the word adorable.
That almost sounds like a
Right?
term of endearment. I'm proud of you, Compass.
Apparently getting my insides just hacked has led me to some interesting results.
Proud of you.
Right.
All right,
well,
so-
do you, Compass?
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking for a guy who is potentially the descendant of a space cowboy, or maybe still a space cowboy, who knows. Interesting. Okay, so that's so I don't suppose there's any information on what the guy was actually researching outside of warp shit for the end. It occurs to me as I'm saying this out loud, wow, warp research done by the Antares Collective. Are there any specifics available about that to us? Why would it be?
They tend to keep that stuff not on Space Wikipedia.
They do tend to keep their warp
Very rude of
research
them.
off of Space Wikipedia. Okay.
Well, you never know. I mean, I remember.
I
I remember reading stories like way back when to like when there were cowboys, but they weren't in space. They were just on a planet. I remember one. It was called like what, the Devil's Iron Hand or something. God, that was a while ago. What's so funny?
Nothing. Trying. Okay. Yep.
Are
Right,
you
so-
joking?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I just got pulled multiple different character directions at once.
Ah, right. Do you taste copper?
We don't
Yes.
need to expand the universe. We're already in space.
We're already in
But
space.
the universe is always expanding. If it's not expanding anymore, then we're nearing the death of the universe. I'll shut up now.
Have you seen it expand?
This is all to say genuinely, I highly doubt we're gonna find what they were researching unless we ask the guy himself. Which, if
Yeah,
we're
that's
lucky,
true.
maybe we'll find him. I don't suppose there's been any, whisperings at all on where this guy could be outside of being somewhere in the jungle.
Jungle. If we're lucky, he'd be in and around the temple, considering that would be the most obvious place to study for warp energy. Apparently, his grandfather and father both tried to study it with no success.
Well, I
That
guess we gotta see about finding the temple then, right? So how do we do that?
Well, first, and then whoomp, you head out of hyperspace, and you are hovering above this big ol' huge jungle planet covered in greenery. First, we will need to get down on the planet itself. Finding the thing from space would be difficult.
Fair enough. Well,
That's fun.
I guess, everyone get ready for, some extremely hot weather. Ugh.
My favorite.
More warmth.
Hate
We don't have
that.
any space Gatorade to get by on. This is fun.
Me life. You didn't happen to get more space Gatorade, Countess, did you?
Why would I do that?
Because it's
great.
helpful when you're going out in the jungle. Just gotta replenish those space electrolytes. You know what? That's fine. I'm sorry I asked. It's fine. We'll just bring water. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It better not be sparkling.
No, why would I?
No.
You think
No,
I'm gonna
God,
bring
no.
fucking? You think I'm gonna bring fucking space liqueur with us down to the fucking jungle? Do you
Well,
think I need?
I hear they put fruit next to it and whisper the fruit's name, and that's how they make it. Is that what you
Well,
want? Is that what you want? And Terra's Collective whispering the names of fruit with
No.
water and then serving it
No.
to you?
Now, Countess, the way it works is that they make, they make the stuff in a galaxy next to a galaxy, which makes strawberries. So, that's how it happens.
I'm glad to know you're on heathens then.
Right, so we're bringing water. Bring water, just get ready for heat. Do we need to bring anything down there for, our, temple searching as Jericho realizes, it's time to search for more things in jungles. This is my reality. This is the reality that's occurring to me right now.
Well, I imagine if it's similar to the temples from before, the Countess snaps her fingers and a floating, hovering robot disc comes up with a similar, scanning beacon to the ones that were used on Marilia. Theoretically, it would be a very similar signal, and this could help narrow down the search to not an entire planet of jungle.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right,
That would be very helpful.
guess we're taking out some beacons. All right, well, thank you, as always, Countess, for your help.
Indeed. Let's hope this particular expedition does not go terribly within the first 15 minutes.
No,
No
why
promises.
would you think that?
Nope. I would say no promises, but we will try.
We'll do our best. All right, gang, let's head out. Jungle time.
Jungle time.
Jungle time.
All right.
Question: how long will it take for us to get down on the planet?
Well, once you locate once you do a basic spaceship scan for, hey, is this place safe to land, then it should take about an hour's worth of descent.
Okay. When we're landing, you do your thing first. But when we're landing, Ace would want to pull Rez aside real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, the scan for, hey, is there anywhere good to land around here? No. Okay. Takes a while. Because there is a whole lot of trees and foliage that would block the way for a spaceship to descend without getting something caught in the engines or something worse. But after about 10 agonizing minutes of scanning, Finally, there's a ping, and like, hey, this could be a workable landing zone. It's around like this big old coral reef that is like very, very shallow, honestly, very close to the water surface, enough that you could like wade through it no problem. And so you start sending the Zephyr that way.
Woo!
Whoa.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
The descent is slow and takes a little bit of time. And by a little bit of time, I mean an hour, like I said earlier. And at around 58 minutes in, once you're through the atmosphere, slowly descending towards the reef, there are these, like, purple sparks that fill the air around you. As, like, clouds appear and disappear and, like, are zapped several feet, quote-unquote, in, like, cloud terms, which is actually a very long distance away. And, like, rain starts falling upwards towards your spacecraft.
Oh.
Upwards.
Upwards.
Don't like that.
Oh, don't like that.
Warp planet. Things unexplained. I want to see if I know anything about this.
You sure can. Roll a weird check.
Wahoo! And with my brand new ability, I can have advantage.
Way to go!
Woohoo!
Oh God, I don't know what this is.
Alright, 7 to 9 is still partial success, though. Rez, this sounds like a warp storm. It looks like a warp storm, too. And as you wonder, how is a warp storm different than a regular storm? Lightning starts shooting up and hits the Zephyr.
Oh,
Fucking damn it! No!
well,
Are you serious right now?
Stop fucking up my ship!
goodbye
Well,
conversation.
you're not gonna like this captain and its warp, so...
Yeah, I gathered that! I've seen it before, thanks! Okay,
You're
cool.
welcome.
Well, I guess, let's
hate
keep
that.
trying to land. Does this involve doing a check or anything, since we're
This-
trying to land our way through this?
This
Sure,
will
any
involve checks
fucking-
to land without totaling the Zephyr, yes.
Great!
Alright, what am I rolling?
I will let everyone roll a dice in order to do this. Please describe what you're going to do to try and not crash, and I will give you an appropriate dice to roll.
Considering I'm probably the one piloting, I'm just trying to make sure that hey, we're not getting thrown off. Trying to balance the ship so we don't.
Cool. Alright, so that is a swift check to pilot it and keep it on a steady course without getting thrown away by warp winds.
Okay, not too bad.
Alright,
You know what? Could be worse.
that is a partial success. So a lot of rain is obscuring the view, but you're a robot, so you don't really care, Compass. Water probably shouldn't be getting into some of these exposed parts, but you are keeping it balanced.
Can I roll to help with co-piloting with the techie stuff?
Sure, that would be a wit check. A bunch of
Wahoo.
almost successes.
Right.
Alright. You assist with co-piloting and, like, running diagnostics as to, okay, what is our best course of action so as not to blow up our own ship while trying not to get blown up? And you're realizing, we're taking on some water damage as water starts pouring into the interior of the Zephyr.
I would like to try and help not have water damage.
Cool!
I'm proud of you!
Just pour rice on it.
Just pour rice.
Where's our space
on it.
rights?
You know what, Chance? I'm gonna have this be a tough roll to gather as much rice as you can.
Can I do the same as well if he fails it?
What the hell?
Oh dear.
So many nines today.
Wow.
Alright, Chance. You rip a space fridge out of the wall to get all the rice in it and just dump it all over all the water that you can.
What?
Well,
It's one of these days.
It's one of these days.
Jericho's like, you know what? You're right. It is one of these days. Here's the thing. We run into this shit all the time. Remember that time we flew into that city and we almost ran into a fucking skyscraper? But Compass, you veered right up and we did not hit the thing. This thing is still flying. We are going to be fine. I'm being very inspiring right now. That's what I'm doing.
You're being very inspiring. Roll savvy to see how inspiring you can be. Oh my god, you're very
That's really fucking inspiring.
Yes.
legitimately inspiring. You're doing a great job.
I'm like, this is literal. Listen, we do this shit all the time. Whatever. So it's a storm. We've done it before. We'll be fine.
Alright. So, Ace, that leaves you to try and keep the ship from taking on water damage and crashing.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Can I, call out to direct the ship so we can steer it away?
Yeah, sure. You can look out the window and try to peer through the storm. That would be a savvy check.
Sure.
Oh my god! You did it!
I called it. I fucking called it.
Yeah, that's a critical success. You've got the cool glasses, Ace. You can call out directions to complement Compass's, own innate, Google Maps radar, space Google Maps radar. Sorry, we're in space.
Just type it all in.
Alright. So, all of this combined as you try to figure out, okay, we're fine, we're gonna be able to land. Eventually, your descent finishes, and you just, drop the Zephyr down onto, solid-ish ground, like this collection of coral and rock at the very surface of this, lake in the middle of the jungle. It's still storming outside, but you have landed.
Nice.
Is the storm coming down now, or is it still going up above our heads?
It's going to the left now.
What?
Yeah, whatever direction you look at it, it's at the left. It doesn't matter what angle you're looking at it, it's going to the left.
Oh, this is gonna change. That's not good.
I really don't like that.
Okay. Easy for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, chapel time.
I guess the first question we should ask ourselves before y'all have a talk is, do we want to wait it out a bit to see if this storm blows over? Because it strikes me as this may not be something we want to walk out into.
This feels like it might be a time thing, so at different points, it's going to change direction.
Yeah.
We should have brought umbrellas.
Yeah.
Why didn't we do that? Why didn't we bring
don't have space umbrellas?
We have space umbrellas on the ship. Come
we
on.
Have space umbrellas?
I could have sworn.
We're not that fucking unprepared. We have
How
space
many?
umbrellas and space ponchos. There are...
Or we haven't
Exactly.
gotten- we haven't gotten one for the new crew member.
Yeah.
I'm not a crew
You know
member.
what?
Mind the rain, it's fine.
I have a coat. I'm fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll divvy stuff up. It's fine.
I'll get a glowy hood sewn on this one day.
Would that not defeat the point? If it's glowing, there's electricity coming through it to make the lights happen.
No!
Are you implying
Listen,
the rest of the glowy on his outfit isn't already defeating the purpose of stealth?
Yeah, listen, voice in the sky. My glowy is not really the electricity kind of glowy. It's just the cool kind of glowy.
How's it powered?
Shut up.
Space shit. Space stuff. Don't worry. Stop asking
Space
questions.
glow
Don't worry
sticks.
about it.
It should
Space
just be
glow-
glowstone. It's blue glowstone.
Yeah.
Blue. It's
Dabba dee, dabba die.
Blue.
All
Okay.
right. So, you discuss landing, you congratulate yourselves on being able to land, and then the sound of one of the engines failing and turning off echoes through the ship.
Oh, everything warpy.
Looks like we are stuck.
Gosh,
Yes.
damn it.
Well. So I have experience with warp bullshit, Could I maybe roll to see if I have a vibe of, like, if this is gonna be blowing over anytime soon, or if this is, like, you know, familiar at all?
Yeah, sure, make a weird roll.
Yeet.
Okay. You have enough familiarity with weird warp bullshit to know that warp storms have very little warning for when they start or when they will stop, but usually they don't last longer than a day or so.
Okay, so can't really say when this thing is gonna end, but it will usually pass in 24 hours. So I think the question is if we want to. So here's the deal. I will be honest. If there's a warp storm happening outside, I am hesitant to step out until it's passed, because warp shit can do a lot of damage. Right now, it's doing damage to our ship, but our ship can be repaired. Our people are less repairable.
All right.
I just grab Rez, just let's see what the damage is quickly.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of this ship falling apart every time we try to land on a new
Hopefully the
planet.
diagnostic system still works.
If it isn't, I swear to whatever deity that lives up.
The diagnostic system should still work. There's less chance of water getting into that.
Yay.
Sorry. Ace is just looking at Compass, genuinely concerned by how quickly their, like, sentience is developing.
It's fine.
Is it really fine?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, it's as long as we're nice to Compass and don't suddenly be like, sorry, I'm replacing you with other robots, we will be fine.
Fair. Actually, then, if Rez and Compass are gonna go fix the ship, then Ace will just talk to Jerry directly, then. Yeah, putting you on the spot.
All right.
No.
What is Chance gonna be doing in the meantime?
We might. If we're gonna be staying put in, the idea is to check on diagnostics for the ship. I think the thing after that would be to check and see if there's anything we can use to kind of help the ship kind of batten down while we're waiting this out. So I think that would be worth looking into.
Yeah, I could probably help, like, make sure... Try and prevent further damage.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, let's do the quick rolls to see diagnostics and prevention first. Rez and Compass, one of you make a wit check to diagnose, hey, what's wrong with the engine?
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. Compass, you pull up the diagnostics, get a look at the engine. It's not responding because there is water where water should not be, and it has, basically for all intents and purposes, diluted the fuel that is used to power the engine.
As I just sigh, just like starts to glitch a bit.
Space is surprisingly not waterproof.
Oh, that's fine. This is fine.
Totally fine.
I am.
Wait, do we
I
not have
have-
fuel reserves?
You do, you'll just need to drain this one first and, move some reserve fuel and or rewire fuel from other backup engines.
Yep, time to get fixing.
This might take a bit, but nothing we can't do.
Yeah, I'm not
Can
gonna make
we
you roll for
fix
this
it?
since this is your job and there's no reason to assume you can't do it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I hope we.
All right.
So.
Chance, make a savvy roll to see what you can do to prevent further water damage.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
I
bad.
don't know, everything looks fine to me.
Everything looks fine, you say, as this big ol' cat person goes back and forth all across the ship for the next long period of time looking to see how they can prevent further water damage.
Yep. No water here, just lots of soaking rice. Nope, no water damage.
Nope.
Not at all.
Yeah. Hey, where'd the fridge go?
What happened to the fridge? Oh.
Meanwhile, with Ace and Jerry.
Meanwhile,
So yeah, Ace will approach Jerry and just be like, Jerry.
what?
Right, I think, we're coming to the realization here that the two of us are butting heads a lot.
Yeah, I noticed.
Right, well, I just want to let you know that I'm not really apologizing for anything, because I never apologize.
Wow, that's really charming of you.
But I just wanted to clarify a couple things with you going forward so we don't butt heads even more, you know?
Alright. Go ahead, proceed.
Alright. I know we kind of touched on this a little bit ago, but the long and short of it is, what am I not allowed to ask you?
Weird thing to hit on. Okay. I mean, I can't really know what to tell you not to ask if I don't know what you're I guess I'm like, I don't know what questions you want to ask. Look, I understand we have not gotten along the best. I will apologize. I know that you do not necessarily want to be here. You just sort of got swept up into things, and that is unfortunate. So I'm sorry for dragging you along on this thing. You're not my crew.
Right.
I will happily welcome you as my crew since you are on my ship, and you are working with my people, so I will respect you. And as someone who is on my ship, I will take care of you and respect you as someone who is temporary crew. So that's understood. And I understand you're not always going to take my orders because you are not actually my crew. That's fine. But I'm just trying to make whatever decisions will keep us alive. And if that means compromising some things for the sake of flying for another day, then I will do that. I will always do that.
I know. And you kept me alive. I hadn't thanked you for that yet. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having my and other people's backs as well, so thank you.
Of course, but what I meant specifically was, all this warp stuff.
That's...
Don't have to spill it if it's not... That's what I'm trying to get on the level here, is what am I allowed to ask you or not allowed to ask you?
You gonna talk about why you have a problem with the Zeph?
Fuck you.
Listen, I acknowledge I have some things it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just hard to talk about, if that makes any sense. It's not that I haven't even really told Compass entirely about it. That's how hard it is to hit at, if that makes any sense. There's some stuff that, some wounds you'd rather not touch, you know? That's all.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm not saying I won't talk about it. It's probably something that's... crew deserves to know when the time's right, but I don't know when's right, you know?
Yeah, it's whenever you're ready, and if you're never ready, that's fine.
That's... Sorry, I'm surprised. I didn't think you would be so understanding, I guess.
No, I get it. It's... with me and the Zath, it's... well, I'd say I'd want that to go to the grave. but I'll tell you one thing. Ace ain't my real name. And I'm pretty sure Jericho isn't yours either, right?
Are you implying that my parents didn't name me Captain Jericho Nova?
Well, I mean, they had pretty
And your
good taste
parents
if they
didn't name you Ace, no last name, pointedly no last name. It says so in the race.
All
No,
I'm saying is...
That makes sense.
All I'm saying is... The only way you're gonna find my real name is if somebody else tells you. And I hope that day never comes.
Understandable. Well, I'll tell you this, Maybe we should both just hope our old names stay dead, right?
Yeah, that's... Good plan.
Thank you. I apologize for yelling at you earlier.
Nah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And, you seem like genuinely grit his teeth as he's struggling to get this out. I'm sorry I'm hard to work with.
That's okay, I'm not always easy to work with myself. She holds out a hand to shake.
He shakes it.
Hey, if the whole verse hates us, at least we can hate each other less, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I don't hate you. I mean...
I don't hate you either!
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Why don't we just agree to disagree on some things, but try and agree on more things?
I'll accept it. I will even... You know, I super hated when you called me Jerry before, but I will admit it is growing on me. You fucking bastard.
I've been called worse.
I know. Alright, good talk. We should probably make sure that the ship doesn't, drown.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, let's deal with that.
Cool. The two of you head off to deal with that, passing by Chance once again, having failed to find anything to, prevent further water damage.
Like, Jericho's like, Chance, and then, like, can I search for the secret drawer of space rice that Jericho keeps in case of emergencies?
Sure, make a savvy check. You just open up a compartment, shove the space rice up to Chance.
Thanks, Captain. I
Anytime,
could not find any more for the life of me.
You would be amazed how much money goes into space rice for this. Half of the like whenever we calculate the amount of weight on this ship to make sure it can take flight, so much of it is just the amount of the weight of space rice on the Zephyr.
All right. Chance, you go to spread around some more space rice on particularly vulnerable looking places to make sure, water doesn't burst through any cracks and whatnot. As you spread some along the windowsills, Chance, you see some movement outside the ship. It looks like splashes going around outside the water. Outside in the water, rather, surrounding the ship.
Captain?
Yeah. Water has appeared to have gone into your microphone, Chance.
Oh no!
Oh, I don't
really?
like that.
Shit.
He gave me a spook. Oh no! He's drowning!
Oh no! Chance. There goes Chance.
Let's go try to patch that and save Chance.
Well, is it still bad?
Yeah, it's still bugging.
It's unfortunate, but the timing is very funny.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Whoa.
Oh.
Captain?
Oh.
There's something outside.
There's something outside?
There's something outside.
Great, love that. I guess I will go look out the window to try to see what's outside.
All right. You join Chance looking out the window to try and see what's outside. It looks like whatever is out there is doing their best to hide in and among the reef, the rocks, and the water pouring down. But combined, the two of you together, I'm not going to make you roll for this, do see fins peeking out of the surface of the water and then scooching back down.
Oh no, they're fish murder gorillas.
Okay, listen, until we know for sure that there are fish murder gorillas, let's not make assumptions, but, maybe we should prepare to fight just in case.
Hey, Captain, did I hear that there's fish space murder gorillas?
There are no- listen, we don't know if they're probably just fish! Stop making assumptions! Not everything is murder gorillas! Jericho pulls out her fucking sword. I am just gonna go take a look outside, and I guess if I drown by space murder gorilla, then that's just how it is. That's just how I'm going.
Okay, Captain.
I'm gonna.
I am so concerned for what.
Somebody watch my fucking back, and okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna go out there.
Okay.
If the fish grabs me and drags me under there, I trust that one of you fuckers that's a good shot is gonna shoot the fish and not me. Alright? We good? We good? I'm gonna
Gotcha.
go.
Pulls gun out. Actually, before I pull the gun out, I'm just gonna get my communicator out. I'm gonna text Jack Fish Space Murder Gorilla with 0 context.
You don't know about the fish murder gorilla.
I don't, but it'll be funny.
Alright. Jericho, you march outside, laser sword in hand, into the rain that has now moved from left to down. Directly down, regardless of the wind it's blowing. It's just going straight downward.
Good. I love it.
And as you step out onto the rock, 3 more fins, peek through the water, peek back down, and then start rising again. And looking out of the water, just halfway out of it, staring at you, are 3 giant humanoid heads. Well, humanoid bodies, rather. Their heads look like hammerhead sharks, with, purple eyes glowing faintly in the darkness.
Hello?
The purple eyes shoot static into Chance's microphone.
Okay, hi, I'm Captain Jericho Nova. My crew is on this ship. The ship is called the Zephyr. We come in peace?
They growl and the steep rumble echoes through the water. And then this deeper rumble echoes several yards behind them. And the hammerheads, 2 of them duck, 1 of them stays, rising slowly, staring at you a little bit more, Jericho.
Okay, well, listen, we can't really move. If you want, we have a lot of space rice if you want a peace offering. Jericho, I guess, no. I'm I don't want to set my sword aside in case this shit gets bad. This seems not good. We cannot move, though. So, you know what? Hang on one second. Jericho holds up a finger, then immediately runs back inside the Zephyr.
The hammerhead shark man slowly rises from the water as you do, dragging his body onto the rock as you run back into the Zephyr.
I run in, I dig through the fucking pantry, I grab a can of Space Pringles. I run back out. Space Pringles, it is capped, it's not, they're not gonna get wet. They're inside this can, which has not been opened because, as you know, once you pop, you cannot stop. And Jericho kind of walks out. She's like, okay, so we can't move our ship, but I do have these Pringles, and we have more snacks where that came from. If you want, we can just have some snacks, and we can chill. Here, I will offer these snacks.
As you hold out the can of Space Pringles, the hammerhead shark leans down, like, puts one side of its head up to it to investigate the Pringles, then the other side, then chomps down on the can without bothering to open it, shaking it around like a madman.
Fuck, he did it. He beat the once you pop, you just can't stop thing. All you have to do is not pop. Okay, so Jericho, like, pulls back her hands, but lets them just go for it. Like, alright, they're good, right? Pizza flavor?
Yeah, he's still just, like, ripping apart the can. Like, it's coming apart relatively easily in his big ol' space shark jaws. Also, yes, because it's an important question, this is a hammerhead shark man with arms and legs. The only fin is on his back.
Good to know.
Yeah. And he just rips apart the Pringles. One of the Pringles that is pizza flavored falls into the water nearby with a splash. Then, like, this big ol' another fin passes by the Pringle. This one more pale white than the hammerhead shark fingers. And leaping from the water, crash tackling the hammerhead shark to the ground, is another shark man. This one's head looks like a great white instead, as he's just, like, ripping at the Hammerhead's face, getting the Pringles and most of the flesh on the Hammerhead shark's face away from him.
Fuck!
And it's
Fuck! Jericho runs back into the ship. Okay, so there's some kind of space shark gang turf war happening, and I think I just accidentally initiated it with some space Pringles.
Jerry!
Whoa.
How was I supposed to know there was a shark gang turf war happening?
Happens to the best of us.
I mean, nobody would have known, but wow, that escalated very quickly.
Yeah,
Well, they're distracted.
Yeah, but, fuck.
But the storm is still happening.
Yeah, we can't move, and, I think they want us to move, but we super cannot move right now. So, I'm taking suggestions.
How far are they away? Like, can we see them on the ship?
In terms of if you decided to engage in a map that had initiative, the Great White Shark is one convenient space away. So yes, you can see them from out of the ship.
Is the Great White Shark bigger than the Hammerhead Shark? Sorry, I feel the need to ask.
Yes, by like a matter of like foot and a half. Not substantially so, but mostly bigger, yes.
Yeah. What I was going to ask is, has all of his priorities in order Ace take a picture from the ship?
He can take a picture of the shark from the ship.
I will take a picture of Shark War Anarchy and just send it to Jack. Because why not? I will give him that context. Yeah, why not? Actually, no, I'll take it as a selfie just to be a dick.
Jericho, okay, so I'm asking for any suggestions, and Ace, meanwhile, is like just taking a fucking selfie.
Selfie!
Captain,
Suggestions?
do you want
Fuck no.
us to stop working on the engines to help
No!
with whatever crisis is going on?
No, keep working on the engines.
The engines is priority.
Captain.
Right, well, I think the only issue would be is if they, follow us in here, but they seem preoccupied.
Okay, so here's the thing. How much damage do you think a bunch of shark people can do to our already very damaged ship? Because I'm gonna be real, given our track record, I think the answer is probably more than I'd like.
Well, how much food do we have? Because we can just keep throwing them food.
We could probably just keep throwing them stuff from the fridge. We did recently rip the fridge out of the wall, so this food,
I was gonna put it back.
We may as well toss them that ice cream before it melts. That's a proper thunderstorm experience, right?
Yeah, out of character, do we still have pretzels, or do we throw them out as well?
I do not believe you have thrown out the pretzels.
We
I
can throw
only
them the
threw out the
pretzels.
Gatorade.
Pretzels. I guess,
All right.
yeah, we could keep offering them food.
As they're
All
like
day.
fighting each other.
It's really just the one that you can see from here, and it's less of a fight and more like he is now just feasting on the dead Hammerhead's face.
Nature.
Is our ship damaged enough to where, like, could we activate shields, or is that a no-go?
You could certainly try.
Alright, can I try... Well, actually, no. I don't want to risk it if they're repairing the ship, like, in progress, but once they take, like, a break or something, I want to try just to see if it works.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, you get a text back from Jack. It is, I don't know if this is an open bracket or a closed bracket, but it's this, followed by a colon and lots of open parentheses.
I just text back, what?
What?
What
What?
with this?
Right. Immediate text back. We are going to have a talk about your murder gorilla fetish.
It's not a murder. I'm sorry, is he still talking? They're fucking sharks! Not everything is murder gorillas fucking... Okay. So, so here's the options I'm seeing. We could just keep feeding them food and hope that sates them, but then we won't have any food, and I'm not sure how long we're gonna be out here in the jungle. It could be a while, and I'll be frank, I've already done one, jungle adventure, and I want to avoid as many jungle adventures without food as possible. We could just fight that shark for dominance, maybe? That's an option.
You're crazy.
Do we know how many there are in there?
No, we don't.
What I'd be worried about is that thing could do a lot of nasty damage. And we're stuck here.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try, but...
You know
also,
what?
it would run the risk of us... Or wouldn't run the risk of, like, if we go to the temple, it wouldn't follow us. Then again, I don't know how long it would be able to last out of water, you know?
We have to... Listen, can't even... Like, the temple is hardly even a concern. Right now, the question is how we gotta survive this storm and make sure that our ship can eventually leave this place. Like, the temple is actually less important than the current... Like, that's a future Jerry problem. This is a current Jerry problem.
Fair. Alright.
Ship
it is.
Yeah, so... You know what? Jericho goes back to the fridge, grabs a packet of space bologna. Alright, so I'm gonna try round 2 of this, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Go on,
Jericho.
it.
Yeah, pops out into the water. Still has her, like, sword on her just in case, but she won't, like... She's like, okay, just in case. She's like, okay, hey, shark friends!
The great white that is currently all the way out of the water turns to you. He's also got, like, the purple eyes that glow faintly in the darkness, and he's just like... does this big old shark bellow at you as you approach.
Hey, so... Just want to make it clear that we're friends. We're not gonna get between you and your space shark turf war. This isn't... You know, the shark wire. We're just passing on through here. I'm gonna just put this bologna down as a peace offering, and Jericho does that. And, there's more where that comes from, as long as you leave our ship alone. Cool? Finger gun.
The shark looks at the bologna, looks at the meat that's in front of him in the form of the hammerhead, looks at the bologna, goes back to chomping on the hammerhead.
Okay, well, I can see that you're busy. You know, as long as you're busy, I guess, you know, you just keep... Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay. Jericho, like, walks back into the ship. Well, I think he's busy. So,
Right. Well, that's good.
Yee.
So
well,
how
I mean, as
about
long as he doesn't care about us.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
think
we work this out.
Yeah, for now, I think we just try to fix the ship while he's busy, and once he's not busy, well, we do have a fridge full of food. So I think that's the plan.
I should probably put
Alright.
the fridge back, huh?
Yeah, probably do that.
I will attempt to mend the fridge.
All right. Ace and Chance, you go put the fridge back. Jericho, I assume just close up the landing ramp so the sharks can't walk in.
Yes.
And you continue just holing up and repairing the ship. More sharks continue to like circle once the big one gets bored of eating the other hammerhead. But none of them like get super close to the ship because you don't know why, but they're not like attacking. They get close and like sniff, but don't try to attack the ship proper.
Good.
Well, it's not like the Zephyr's bleeding.
Nah. Too much iron.
Well, how's fixing the ship going, friends?
Well, the fridge looks alright now.
Good job, Chance. Proud of you.
Yep.
Yeah. The
It's
fridge
going,
looks
Captain.
awesome.
The fridge.
Reds and Compass, you have managed to fully drain the engine and are in the process of refueling it. You've got enough, like, spare fuel that you'll be able to get it to, like, the halfway point and probably be able to refuel it once you get to either the cloudburst or an actual port. But in the meantime, engine's not fully repaired. Flying is not advised through the rest of this jungle because you might crash into trees and die.
Yeah, Captain, we're kind of stuck for a bit.
I mean, that's fine. You know, as long as this thing's ready to go when it's time, that's all that really matters.
Oh, that's the hope, Captain.
Yep. I guess we're just gonna keep vibing. This is fine.
And hopefully So what was exactly outside? Are we in danger? Is not space gorillas gonna kill us?
We're like about a 5 out of 10 in terms of danger. Like there are, you know, sharks, but they haven't like attacked the ship or anything, and they seem to mostly like murdering each other. So the vibe I'm getting is once we need to get out of here, as long as we distract them with something like, say, one of them bleeding, then we'll probably be okay. If they are sentient, they don't speak, you know, space common or whatever, so...
Well, isn't that just lovely?
Yeah.
There's a lightning strike outside. You all look outside. The rain is now moving according to the wind. So you're pretty sure the warp storm has turned into a regular storm.
Yay! I love it!
At least one thing is looking up.
Well, it's not the rain anymore, so at least there's that. Well, here we are. Space Uno, anyone?
Space Uno, sure.
Sure.
I think some Space Uno would be very nice.
Space Uno is just like regular Uno, except that among the draw 4s, there is a draw 6.
That's true.
Can we roll to see who wins?
Evil.
Yes, we'll see who wins.
Yes.
Everyone, roll 2d6. Whoever rolls highest wins Space Uno.
Hell yeah.
Damn it!
No!
Come on. Come on.
Oh.
It is a deadlock between Rez and Ace, but Ace, you know a couple of card tricks enough to place down your last card, and to add insult to injury, it's a draw 7.
That's not even a part of the fucking game!
Cheated! Cheater!
Cheat?
Cheater!
Actually, there are rules, but there is a +7.
We were using flip zone rules.
No,
Okay, is
that was
the storm done yet?
It is now just rain and not lightning.
Okay, I
see.
think that's about as good as we're gonna get. We should probably...
Wait, I don't get a prize?
No!
Oh.
You want some space rice?
Later.
Jericho very helpfully grabs a handful of rice and very lightly flicks it at Ace. Congratulations, you won!
Yay!
Curiosity, is it the already soaked space rice?
No, it's just listen. Jericho is aware. Jericho is aware of every single store of space rice on this ship to the point where occasionally she'll just have it, and it's like, and Rez is like, even I don't know where that space rice came from, Captain. What the fuck? I needed that to fix Compass. Compass is what is soaking wet again, Captain. Where did you get that? What the fuck?
Yeah. I finally
Well,
found
luckily,
you,
that's not a
spice
problem
smuggler.
anymore.
And what's in this storage? Rice? You win this time, smuggler.
Excellent. All right, gang. It's time to put on some space ponchos. Grab your space umbrellas. Let's go. Here, Ace, you can have my space poncho. I've already got a code.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's
And you
fine.
can have my space umbrella. I don't really need it. I like the rain.
Oh, well, aren't you guys generous?
I grab space poncho. I don't want wet fur, especially weird, potentially warpy wet fur.
There's no way anyone can use your poncho anyway. It's bigger than anyone else.
Well, you know, you never know. You could have a sleeping bag poncho.
Sleeping bag poncho. All right, gang. Let's move out.
You lower the landing ramp and descend once again, seeing more of the fins, both white and darker color to indicate the great whites and the hammerheads, circling the ship, going back and forth across the reef, going like right up to the edge where the rock gives way to like dirt and an actual jungle floor that you can see off in the distance.
Oh, right. Jericho rummages into Jericho, having been prepared, grabs all of the sandwich meats from her jacket and just yells, "All right, boys, it's sandwich day! Go!" Throws.
You scatter bologna in every direction known to man. And it just like lands bloop, bloop, bloop in the water.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Some of the sharks swim over to investigate.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
They
whoop.
just kind of lightly bump the bologna, wondering, the fuck is this?
Captain, you didn't open any of the packages.
What?
And?
They're sealed. They can't smell anything. It's plastic to them.
What? No, I opened it. Why wouldn't I open it? That'd be ridiculous.
The sharks start
Jerry.
chomping down on the packages whether or not they're opened.
You're very lucky. That could have been bad pollution.
Didn't that other shark man, like, chew through
Yeah,
Pringles?
He shoots straight through Pringles.
Yeah.
They can smell through plastic.
That's what I'm saying. You're very
Oh.
lucky. But if this was normal sharks, they'd be dead.
Here, I thought the Pringles man was just going after your hand and just happened
Okay.
to only get the Pringles.
They're busy. Let's try to slog our way through, I guess. Actually, wait. It occurs to me this water is very deep. We might actually need a boat or something.
We gotta drag out one of the skiffs.
Drag out one of the. That's right. We need one of the skips. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
Right.
I'll
Yep.
be right back.
Chance, you head back into the ship and drag out one of the ships, plopping it down onto the water.
Ships.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Hop on. It's okay. I brought the mini pepperonis.
Pepperoni
Oh
suck.
boy, we're
Yeah, they
saved.
do. Yeah, they do suck. Why do you think I'm throwing them to the fucking sharks?
Oh my god,
I like
finally someone
pepperoni.
agrees with me.
What's the
I like
worst?
space pepperoni.
Yeah, I know, Chance. We got them for you. And listen, I'm glad you enjoy them. But sometimes sacrifices have to be made. They're terrible. You're so fucking right, Ace.
Don't worry, Chance. We'll get more. The two of us can enjoy them while the rest are uncultured.
Sad kitty face.
Alright. You all pile onto the skiff, start it up, and start driving across the surface of the water. I realize that the sharks would absolutely freaking hate the vibrations and the noise it makes, so they swim away from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It seems we didn't need to waste all of our baloney, Captain.
oh, the
Yeah,
baloney.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, good
Champ,
to know.
Now we know.
Yeah. Your chance. You can have some space pepperoni. Make sure you share it with you and Rez. Make sure you share it. You have it all yourself.
Before we leave, can we set the ship to idle so it's vibrating?
That's a good idea.
All right.
Compass, set the ship to idle.
Done, Captain.
Way to
Nice.
go!
No,
You're
our
just gonna
only
leave
fear
your
is
ship in
someone
idle for
stealing
however
it.
many days you're going through the jungle. You're gonna
That's a
pollute
good
the
point,
environment. Thanks a
actually.
lot. I guess you're the real monsters
Pollute
now.
the environment, and then the battery's gonna die.
Actually, you're right.
I
it
did
will.
not think we were going to be days. I'm sorry.
Yeah, never mind. Cut. You know what? No, never mind. I mean, as long as the ship's like closed and the ramp is pulled back up, which I can't imagine why we'd leave the fucking door open for days. I think it'll be
No.
okay.
Yeah, you can just like hit the keys and close the landing ramp remotely. That's been a standard feature rather of spaceships since like day one.
Alright, Compass, bring your head over here. Let me push the button.
Okay, now whatever you guys do, don't breathe on the ship wrong. If you do, you're gonna set off the car alarm, and I actually have no way to turn it off.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I just
Alright,
can't
so-
imagine that Compass's head isn't the key to the ship.
If it isn't, I would be disappointed.
Yeah, Compass is just a big old key fob. We've done it. We've uncovered the
Okay, so let's take these beacons and let's find us a temple, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So you've gotten out of the reef. You've gotten to a point where the skiff is going to have some trouble navigating because it's jungle. There's a lot of foliage packed close together. So you just kind of park it there. And now,
Lovely.
and if your previous experience with beacons is any indication, your next goal is higher ground to scan with less obstruction and see where the temple is.
Ah, you know
Oh,
what that
boy.
means, guys?
What does that mean?
Climbing.
Oh my god, I can't believe.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
have fun climbing a tree, Ace.
Yep.
I will.
I'll happily stay down here.
I'll climb a tree.
Keep your computer on, communicator on, so Rez can tell you how to turn this thing on.
All right, here we go. Murder Gorillas 3, time for tea.
There's not going to be murder gorillas. I am now determined for there to not be murder gorillas. There are not going to be murder gorillas.
Well, not with that attitude.
All right,
All right, I'll climb.
is climb time. I believe this is, yes, tough check with advantage.
Oh, tough check. Okay.
These are thick-ass trees. Hey, double 11, here we go!
Woohoo!
Wow.
All right.
11.
11.
11.
All right. Ace, you immediately get onto the nearest tree and start climbing. It's not particularly difficult for you, A, because you've done a lot of climbing in your life, and B, because the tree is thick and sturdy and has a decent number of places for hand and footholds. You climb up, getting towards the canopy. Damn, there's a lot of canopy in here. There is a lot of trees. But eventually you can see open sky. Open sky-ish. There's still a lot of clouds and rain around. This jungle is
Oh,
very rainy.
Is it pretty?
Eh.
Oh.
I think it's a pretty jungle. I'm in no way biased about it.
Yeah.
You know what?
It'll probably
Just
be
'cause I
pretty
have the
whenever the
view-
sun comes out.
Yeah. Just because I have the view, I'll take another picture. Not a selfie picture, just a normal one. Just because, put on the blog. He
yeah.
doesn't have a blog. He'll just do it anyway.
Make a savvy check to see what the best angle for it is.
Sure.
Very nice. As you look around thinking, hey, what's the best angle to get me in a good line as I'm on top of this tree? You spot in the distance something that looks a little bit different from the canopy.
Ooh.
Instead of, nature being up here, you see what appears to be, this mixture of metal and wood in the shape of a large treehouse lodge. A half mile or so off in the distance.
Cool. I'll snap a picture of that and then head back down.
Cool.
Did you set up
What?
the beacon?
I will set up the beacon. That's the thing I need to do.
You climb back up. And
When you climb up the tree, Ace is halfway down, and then Jericho's like, how'd the beacon setup go? You never called Rez!
Let me double check.
and you climb back up, putting down the beacon.
Awesome. And then I'll call Rez.
Hello.
Hi.
I am here to walk you through how to do this. Do you have the beacon ready?
Rez, stop talking like a tutorial.
No.
Yes, I've got the beacons ready.
Good. From here, you will do the things that are happening off camera because the player does not know how to set up the beacon the DM has given us.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Rez does, having walked Ace through, so obviously Rez says the exact same thing she said before.
Yep.
Cool.
You see, that's my DM secret. Never explain technobabble if it's not overall important to the story. Just assume they know what they're talking about.
Alright, do I need to roll anything, or is it just up?
Make a wit check.
Wait, oh fuck, okay.
Oh no.
Alright, so good news, it does eventually go up. The bad news is, its beeping and scanning process is much slower than it was on Marilia.
Ah, well. Well, we're patient people. And then I'll head down.
Alright, cool. So do we need to set up multiple beacons like last time, or like... 'Cause last time we had to set up a bunch, so I guess we gotta keep looking for places to set up beacons. Let's go, gang!
How many would you recommend?
At least 2.
2, cool.
Let's keep walking.
When I get down, I'll pull up the picture I took and show the tree lodge.
Well, that's interesting and probably worth checking out.
Might be where that Traeger fellow could be.
I mean, maybe. If I
Possibly,
were
I
on the
mean-
run...
Guess he's hermit in the jungle now.
Wow, a hermit in the jungle. Imagine. Let's go.
Cursed.
Wow. As you start thinking about cinematic parallels, you head over through more foliage and more trees, and over towards where Ace spotted the treehouse. This one actually has like a ladder that's been carved into the tree, leading up to the house itself, meaning climbing should be 0 issue.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
And beacons.
That's cool as fuck. I feel like... Is there a doorbell?
Yeah.
As you head up and look, there does not appear to be a doorbell. The door is swinging idly off its hinges, and at closer inspection looks like the interior is in real disarray, like no one's been in here for quite some time, and there's spiderwebs covering like desks, notes, pictures, and the like. There is, however, a telescope in here.
I want to look first.
Alright. You ooh and ah your way up to the telescope, looking straight through it. It is pointing directly at this massive structure in the middle of the jungle, with like 2 spires parallel to each other, pointing upwards toward the sky, and then fusing into one larger structure underneath it. It's covered with like all sorts of ancient markings and a lot of overgrowth, but it's very clear this is definitely the temple, because you have not seen any other architecture around here, but you would wager it does not match any other architecture around here.
Nice. Come on, Ollie, you take a look.
Okay. Well, that's cool as fuck.
Well,
Wow.
whoever is here was obviously researching it then. Can I look around to see if, like, there's anything scattered around that would prove that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing stopping you from doing it successfully, so I'm not going to make anyone roll for it.
Okay.
I'm assuming people are also helping you look
Yeah.
through the treehouse.
I'm always looking
Thank
through
you.
things.
I mean, if you're looking at an abandoned treehouse, why would you not?
Cool. This looks to be like a couple different generations of people have used this treehouse, given the varying ages of like writing tablets that are abandoned here, various pieces of paper, and how aged they look. Some of the most recent are signed DD, which you can only assume is Daerel Draga. Some of the oldest are SD, for Sargon Draga, his grandfather. And there is a picture of the latest expeditionary force, and like this list of names underneath it, confirming that one of the people in this picture was in fact Daerel Draga.
Okay. Well,
Well, we have an idea of what they look like now.
Yeah, this seems like a lot of stuff that one would imagine would belong to the guy, so the fact that he is not with the stuff and his door was blown off is, presumably it's his door.
Concerning.
Yes. I'm gonna grab the stuff that's strewn about.
Cool, you start gathering up photographs and notes, mostly like diaries of treks that have attempted to go into the jungle and the temple itself. You take another look at the photo to see if you can identify Daerel Draga if you see him and factor in how old the photo is. As you do, you notice on the list of names, hey, wait a minute. A lot of these names have like the ranks of private first class, etc., that would belong to the Antares Collective. So, like, out of curiosity, you check to see, hey, are we familiar with any of these people? Did they give us any crap on, piracy adventures? And then one name catches your eye. Not pictured. Special Agent Grail Khan.
Oh.
Oh!
And we're going to take our break right there.
Oh, boy!
When we come back, oh boy! Stay tuned, space travelers.
Oh.
Welcome back, space travelers, to Strangers with the Stars. When last we left off, our heroes went into a cool treehouse and found some photos, some of which were taken by an evil, definitely not Kylo Ren Sith Lord.
Love that. Out of curiosity, are there any other names on the list that I recognize?
Like not personally.
Okay.
Like, you recognize that, oh yeah, these are the names and ranks of Antares troopers, but, like, you have never met or seen any of them before this picture, really.
Okay. Figured I would ask.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
God.
Is that a picture with the name, or is it just listed there?
No, not pictured.
Yeah,
Alright.
not pictured.
AKA like the cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity, Jericho looks around to see if, like, there's any, I don't know, if someone had, say, attacked the room or anything. Anything that might look like it had, say, been attacked by a space laser spear or something like that. Like, does it, like, look like anything happened here?
Surprisingly enough, no. Like, it looks like the place was just, like, straight up abandoned rather than attacked.
Okay, interesting.
Still...
Sorry, proceed.
Sorry, do we all see the document then?
I'm assuming, like, you're sharing the information with the class.
Yeah, Jericho would be like, oh, well, I've found some interesting things about one Grail Khan.
Looks over it. Well... Oh, crap. I mean, this kind of feeds into the whole theory thing we've got going on with him. Of course a former member of the Antares Collective would go rogue and do crap.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird track record of that sort of thing, huh?
Yeah.
So, from what I've got, what we know now is guy used to work for the Antares Collective. Something went weird. Now he's gone rogue. He's in pain because of something with the warp. Fun. Love that. Jericho actually seems kind of annoyed at this. She's like, good. This is good information. I'm really enjoying this information. Okay.
Actually, since we found that, I know Compass is muted, but could I ask Compass if they could, like, search up Grail's name?
I think that'd be possible.
It is possible, yeah. Make a wit check.
Yay! All the wit checks.
Come on, you can do it. Yeah!
Yo!
Compass, you do a thorough search for Grail Khan's name. The only news articles you see about him are, like, stuff where he is rampaging across the galaxy, being like this unstoppable juggernaut of stabbing people and weird warp magic. You try to look him up in relation to Antares, but obviously it's... I say obviously, it's not actually that obvious. But most of what you see are just news reports from Antares News about his exploits. You try to look up, hey, does he have a record with the Antares military? Data expunged. Data expunged. Redacted. Data expunged.
Yeah, that sounds like he was a failed experiment that they don't want anyone knowing that's their fault.
Experiment?
Wow, shocking. I cannot believe that somebody would work with the Antares Collective, something would go wild, they'd go rogue, and then they would expunge all information about them. That's crazy. That's never happened before. That's not something the Antares Collective would ever do, no.
Captain, usually I do appreciate your sarcasm, but at this point in time, it's not necessarily needed.
Oh, shit. This makes a lot more sense.
So I guess the thing I'm wondering now is if he was also a Nebula Knight or whatever.
Could have been.
Possible.
There are a lot of questions, but there is one that pops into my mind that might bring up more questions, but might also give us a better idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Who was the one that took away the information? Was it himself? Or was it probably the Antares Collective? Or perhaps it may be someone else that might have not so good ties with either the Collective or with Grell.
I'd probably say the Antares Collective,
Yeah.
because here's the thing is that I feel if it was Grail, he wouldn't leave any traces behind, but the Antares Collective are still reporting on him. So...
Listen, the Antares Collective wants him to look bad. That much is clear from all the information, from all the news about him. If they want him to look bad, they wouldn't want any information that he used to work with them. Well, either way, Jericho continues to pick up papers. I don't know where our new friend has headed off to, or if he's even still alive, but maybe he'd still want his stuff. I can't be sure.
Not a bad idea to keep it around. He's dead, he doesn't need it anymore.
Here, someone who's less disaster-prone than me should keep this on them.
I'll take it. I've got many a pocket for small items.
Thanks, Rez.
Should I also probably scan these to make sure we have copies? Just
that is a
happens.
You're so fucking smart, Compass. Scan this shit.
Alright.
Time to scan those shit.
You scan some shit so you have digital copies. Always be backing up.
Smart.
It's Compass's turn on the brain cell.
Alright, well, man, you know what? Doesn't matter. We've got a telescope pointing us to a big ol' temple, and I guess we could set up. I don't know if there's much point in us setting up the beacon. We can see the thing, and I think we can work off of that.
might I suggest still setting up the beacon in case there is something else on this planet and our signature isn't coming from the temple?
Valid.
Cool.
Yeah,
Should
sure.
we-
Set it up.
Should we? Let's set up on the roof.
Yeah.
I will go and do that.
Not gonna make you roll for this, Ace. You're good enough at climbing, and there's a ladder most of the way up, so you just kind of like hop up on the roof, set up the beacon, exactly the way that Rez relays it to you, because of course Rez knows how to set these things up, and we don't need to
Alright,
repeat that
Ace,
at all.
do you have the beacon?
Rez, the number of minutes you have left to live is 5. Just kidding. It's actually 0.
Shame, if you're killing me, you don't have the beacon. You have failed putting up the beacon, Ace.
It's already up.
Excellent, time to move on to the temple.
Alright, gang, let's go tomb raiding, I guess.
Alright. You all, with a vague direction in mind, climb down from the treehouse, get oriented, and start a long, long trek through the jungle.
Woohoo!
You've got water, and you've got at least some, like, mini pepperonis. But in terms of food, well, you unplugged the fridge and tossed a lot of it to the sharks, so...
Chance did eventually plug the fridge back in, to be fair.
To be fair. You did not exactly unthrow things to the sharks, however.
That's true, we did...
We don't have
that's
any bologna anymore.
That's fine. I brought protein bars. Who wants protein bars? They're really cool and great. And also very easy to carry, which is especially helpful if you're tromping around places. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's definitely something you would probably have on hand.
Yeah.
So, starts munching on those. You keep on munching, you keep on walking. Eventually you pass by, like, this grove full of, like, bushes, full of, like, big old juicy looking berries, some of which have bites already taken out of them, bites that look like shark tooth marks. They've been left intact other than that, however.
Don't trust that.
Jericho reaches for... No, I shouldn't. Reaches... No, we have...
Can I make a wet roll on these berries?
You can make a weird roll on these berries. Oh, yeah, these berries are... Okay, so these berries don't look to be poisonous. However, you're not entirely sure why a shark would chomp down on the berries and just abandon them. If they're not poisonous and they don't taste like crap, then something else is probably very wrong with them.
Hey, Captain, don't take the berries. Use your brain cell and think for a moment.
Not gonna take the berries. They're just very interesting.
They are. It's even more interesting is that they were to have a bite taken out and then left.
It's fine. Listen, if you eat this protein, if you take a bite into the protein bar and you squint, you can kind of pretend it tastes like something that you enjoy. You just have to, like, really think about it.
True. Or you could eat some more pepperoni.
You know what? I'll take the protein bar, actually. That's better. It's preferable.
You continue chomping down on snacks of choice, avoiding the fruit, taking a quick look around to see, hey, has anyone else passed through here? Because if there's fruit and food, probably people have. And you spot some paw print-like footprints kind of scattered around the area.
That's a bit concerning.
Compass, do you want to maybe, like, make some kind of Googling on those footprints to see if they look familiar?
Already on it, Captain. Trying to do a scan, see if I can figure out the kind of footprint we're dealing with here.
You know what time it is. It's roll time!
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that twice.
Oops. 9, though. While you're not entirely sure what kind of species would make a paw print like this, considering there are a whole lot of them, they look, you'd wager 90% similar to one of Chance's paw prints.
is both concerning and also a bit curious.
It's a shame that Chance is.
Chance is currently AFK, but you definitely don't remember Chance going that direction.
Yes, Chance
Yeah.
currently shoving pepperoni into their face.
Pepperoni takes priority over communication.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, well that's interesting. Well,
These
everybody keep a
offerings
lookout, I
are
guess.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be fun.
All of us now on edge.
You keep a lookout for whatever could be making the paw prints. Continue off in your vague direction. More and more like paw print trails continue to like gather around this pathway. A couple of them, and by a couple of them I mean all of them, basically veer off towards the right. You look over in that direction. Whatever's over there appears to be the origin point of the paw print tracks.
Oh.
Well, why
I'm
don't we
curi-
not go there?
Yeah, I'm curious,
Yeah.
but we are here for the temple and not for the paw print tracks. So
Is there other direction to go besides paw print tracks?
Straight through some trees.
Are they gorilla shaped?
They are not gorilla shaped. They are
They're
paw print shaped.
There's so much to shit.
They
Yeah.
are chance shaped.
They look like
Yeah, they're
cat
champ-
paws. There appear to be multiple sets. And like for clarification, the way they are headed is a little bit like more cleared out of foliage than the rest of the jungle.
All right.
I mean, we could check it out if you guys want to.
I'll
I'd
harness a
rather-
peek.
Nah. Okay.
I mean,
Let's go.
we could always keep heading to the temple, and if we have time afterwards, we can pop back here when our kitty friend is a little less distracted.
Yeah, I mean, knowing our luck, it's probably gonna follow us anyway.
Yeah, let's not mess with that. If we feel like checking it out afterwards, we'll come back.
All right, let's go then.
Yes, let's.
You completely ignore the paw print tracks and instead head straight through more foliage as, like, the sun starts peeking as best it can through. It's having a real rough time of it, considering, like, the entire canopy is covered in greenery. Some of it rustles overhead, clearly a sign of something moving among it. And as you notice the rustling just, like, suddenly stops.
Don't like that. So, what are the chances that the reason the shark people stopped eating the berries was because these berries in this area belongs to another group of people living on this planet, and they're not happy with us just strolling through here, Captain?
Well, we still have to keep strolling, so I think for now the way to handle this would be to just be really fucking careful.
And just we're not touching the
We're
berries.
touching
To anyone
anything.
listening.
All right, no touchy.
No touchy.
Yeah.
Not even a little touchy.
No, no touchy.
No touchy. Gotcha.
You proudly proclaim, "No touchy," and start moving again. Where the rustling was, you hear someone whispering, "I don't think they spotted us, dude."
Where did I
Perhaps that's
Overhead
No,
in one of the trees.
Perhaps not spot, but we did in fact hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
just
did-
look up like, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah, you all just turn and look in that direction. There's a pause. I think they heard us, dude. And then you hear this impact sound. Way to go, you fucking dumbass!
hi. Since we've heard you, if you want to come on out, hi.
Well, I mean, if they're saying hi, we better go fucking say hi back, you fucking idiot. You hear rumbling from the trees. And then, the trees rustle more, and two, slender cat figures, one with, orange tawny fur, another with golden fur, leap down. They're both humanoid, less bulky than Chance, however. Leap down, land on all fours, and, from where you can see, quivers attached to their backs full of arrows. As they start to stand up. Hey, one of them says, pulling out finger guns. The other punches him in the shoulder.
These two are the best NPCs.
Jericho immediately finger guns back and hey.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up? Welcome to Balara. I hope you didn't get eaten by shark people. Shark people are the worst.
They are, they took our Pringles. Seemed like bologna was fine, but otherwise they seemed okay. Okay is not the right word. Do they usually eat each other? Is that a normal thing for them?
God, is that a normal? Is that a normal thing, dude? I don't think that's a normal thing. Yeah, I don't think that's a normal thing. Pretty sure they're they ate some of the real bad fruit, and it's they're berserk or something now.
Bad fruit.
So that's what the fruit does, then?
I mean, among other things, yeah, we learned not to eat it after, one of us turned, big ol' hulking and was I smash, and then did some smashing, and it, really sucked for the village, because we had to rebuild all that stuff, and, the creditors weren't happy, because they, had a budget, and we went, you know how it is, dude.
I do know a lot about budgets. A lot more lately, actually.
Yes, a lot more lately.
I guess, well on you, I guess, for the brave folks who unfortunately figured the thing out about the fruit.
Yeah, hopefully, neither us or the shark man are gonna touch it again, but it's, still there, and it's really an eyesore, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I appreciate the conversation, but can we skip to the office? Who are you two?
The orange tawny one punches his golden furred friend in the shoulder. Dude, you always had to start with the name. What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? My name's Kylar. This is Baruch. Let me write that down for you. It's kind of hard for non-cat people to say.
Kylar and Baruch.
Kylar.
Oh, I see.
Baruch.
Well, it's a
which one's
pleasure.
which?
I'm Kylar, says the golden one. That's Baruch, points to the orange tawny one.
Cool.
I see. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Captain Jericho Nova. This is my merry crew and not quite crew, but still vibing. We got Rez here, my first mate Compass, Chance, who, as you can see, is very much enjoying these mini pepperonis, and Ace.
Sup?
Sup? I'd say sup, cuz, but you're clearly busy, so we'll save that for later.
Chance just really loves that mini pepperoni.
Chance is really into the mini pepperoni.
Just Chance has been munching on this mini pepperoni.
So, just ignoring our heathen pepperoni-loving friend, why were you following us?
Making sure you weren't a threat to the village or anything like that. Because, obviously, you're not from around here. You're heavily armed. We didn't want, there to be a scene and all that,
No, I understand.
Valid.
Sorry for bothering you.
Yeah. I mean, it's all cool, because, clearly you guys are alright. I mean, clearly you're not a threat to the village if you want to, go back there, chillax, resupply or whatnot, because... I mean, if you're heading for the jungle, you're probably gonna need to resupply, is what I'm saying.
We are running out of mini pepperoni for some reason. I can't imagine why.
Probably because God's just over there pouring more of it down his... How long's he been doing that?
They've been eating mini pepperoni for a long time.
Holy shit, that's a lot of mini pepperoni, dude.
Well, Chance here. Chance, as you've been eating these mini pepperonis, Chance, hey, this is Kylar and Baruch. We just met them. They're cool bros.
Sup, bro? Sup, guys? Sup, dude?
Chomp. Hey.
Do you want to maybe share your pepperoni with them?
Understandable.
Frankly, I
Have a
agree.
good day.
Yeah, have a little bit, I guess.
Oh, sweet fucking thank you, bro.
Bonding time.
Yeah. Obviously, because they are cats, they seem very much at ease around Chance.
You guys are fucking rad. Like, if I'd known that there were just some cool cat people hanging out in the jungle, I would have visited sooner.
Hell yeah, you can tell your friends. And then Baruch punches Kylar in the shoulder. Don't tell the friends, idiot. We're trying to fucking move.
Oh, you guys are trying to move? Why?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, to be frank, like, it's real hot around here, and that's murder on the fur. That's problem numero uno. Problem numero dos, shark people, getting more and more cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs and not in the, like, fun at parties way. And, like, we really don't want to, like, go to war with a bunch of sharks. That would be bad.
But I thought cats like fish.
That's a stereotype, and it's very harmful.
Fish.
That's very
sorry.
harmful.
So, wait, how long have you guys been here in this jungle?
A couple of generations, and like used to get along just fine. Like we got by, but like less and less of the like resources our ancestors used to build our homes and whatnot are available. More and more like warp corruptions coming in, like from the temple. I mean, it's in the fruit now. Like once it gets into the fruit, that's like basically game over, man. Yeah. So, like, we've been, like, talking to more and more people and realized, there's a bigger galaxy out there, man. We just gotta, pack up all the shit that could be useful, hop on a big old, like, Starfleet ship whenever it comes in here and go,
I mean,
Yeah, I can relate.
I can definitely understand wanting to get the fuck out of Dodge. You said that there's warp shit coming from the temple?
Oh, yeah, like, whole bunch of it, man. There was, like... Dude, what expedition was it? Was it the old guy, the other old guy, or the young guy? I'm pretty sure it was the young guy, dude. Yeah, it was definitely the young guy. Like, it was the last expedition. Kylar gets punched in the shoulder again. Now, there have been, like, way more after that, you fucking idiot. Oh, right. But, like, there was a young guy, and he had a whole bunch of friends. They actually got into the temple... And then, like, I don't think any of them came out, but after that, like, weird warp shit started happening.
So, when you say young guy, do you by chance know his name?
I think, like, Darren the Dragon or something. I don't know. It's been a long time ago.
Fuck.
I see.
Daryl?
Nah, that doesn't sound right, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Darren.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was Darren.
Right.
There. Oh, dragon.
Close enough.
I see. Well, that's interesting. We're also we're looking for that guy, and you said he went into the temple and didn't come out.
Yeah, like, a whole lot of people are apparently looking for that guy, and just like you, they asked, hey, did he go to the temple? And we were like, yeah. Did he come out? No.
I see.
That
And those
sounds
people
promising.
who went looking for him also did not come out of the temple.
Yeah, they're, like, pretty sure they're dead.
That's really promising for us who were planning on going into the temple.
But wait, why would the warp radiation have started after?
Like,
Must
beats
change
me, man.
something.
I really don't want to get close enough to find out.
Ah, well, that's why we're here to do it for you.
Listen,
Your
you-
funeral, bro. High five.
High five!
You too, Cat Boo.
Yeah!
Hell yeah. They're just, like, super excited to get a high five from Chance.
Aww.
Aww.
Cat buddies.
There's so many possibilities happening. That's really not good.
Well, I mean, that's pretty normal for warp bullshit. One thing goes wrong and suddenly it's fucking everywhere like glitter. All right. Well, the bad news is we're planning on going into the temple, so rip, I guess.
Yeah, R.I.P. man. Still like a bit of a trek there. Like I'd say day and a half, day if you hoof it.
I see.
Right.
Well, we are currently lacking in supplies. Do y'all care if we pop in for a bit? Say hi?
Yeah, we don't mind at all, dude. You can just come with us, or like follow the cat tracks. There's like a whole lot of cat tracks. They'll eventually lead back to the village.
We did see the cat tracks. We were trying to be polite.
Yeah, like Baruch here has not been keeping track of his stuff. Baruch punches him in the shoulder. They're fucking your tracks too, you fucking idiot. Yeah, definitely. He's I don't know what's up with him these days. He's kind of like not 100% in the game, man.
I get it. It happens to the best of us, Warp bullshit.
But, hopefully, some of the stuff we have is useful to you. And hopefully, credits are always going to be useful to us if we're, heading out in the big wide galaxy.
Yeah, definitely. So you're waiting for a big ol' spaceship to come pick you all up? Was that did somebody tell you that was gonna be happening?
Oh yeah, we've been on this planet for a while. We don't really have space travel. We know what it is though, because a whole bunch of people visited. We picked up on it over the generations and stuff. They're saying this as you're heading over towards the village.
Mm-hmm. I see. So you guys are just waiting for somebody to come give you a lift, as it were.
Yeah, basically that's the situation.
Well, shit.
You have just to make sure I'm understanding, you're basically hoping to bum a lift with someone, yeah?
I mean, when you put it that way, yeah, we're sticking our cat thumbs out and being hey, bro, give me a ride.
Gotcha.
You're being a set of hitchhikers. I understand now.
Yeah, it's kind of like hitchhiking, only we're pretty sure we know what the car's gonna be rather than hoping for the first when it comes around.
Well, what do you mean you know what the car is gonna be? Is somebody coming?
Eventually, whenever they spare, what was it the dude said? Whenever they spare enough time and troops to send it over here? Yeah, Baruch shrugs.
Who's coming?
And you step into a clearing where you get to a cat village full of a bunch of cats, climbing up and down buildings, crates strapped to their backs, moving around cargo of various types. Among them are non-cat people. These are just regular old humanoids in the uniforms of the Antares Collective.
Oh.
Shit, I have a feeling.
And as you stare at them, Kyler's I'm real bad with names, but I'm pretty sure they were the Aunt Amy's Collective or something like that.
Yeah, we're familiar with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aunt Amy's.
Yeah, they're helping us gather up some stuff to take with us on the trip out of here.
I see. Okay.
Oh shit. It kind of clicks in Ace's mind and just are you sure they're the right people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're the ones who've been coming down here regularly.
Well, that's really nice, but have you not asked them a bit?
And they say that they're going to help you.
I mean, yeah, look, dude, my job is hunter and defender and whatnot, and they were we come in peace like you guys were, so I was alright.
Oh.
So,
Oh no.
Using some deductive reasoning here, they still have unfinished business with the stuff in the temple, and they want whatsoever in there and finding out what's going on here, and I don't think they really care about the cat people at all. They're just in the way, and they're trying to move them out of the way to make the church.
Great rap, but yeah.
Red spitting some bars.
But yes, what Rez said.
Sorry, Ace. I tend to get very fast when I get nervous.
Yeah, I can tell.
Jericho kind of hangs back a little bit and kind of like ducks a bit behind like a tree, like, oh yeah, these guys, good. Love that.
I'm assuming people are like scooching off to the side so they're not in earshot of either Antares or the cats.
No.
Alright, see y'all later.
Yeah, you know what? We'll pop in a second. Thank you for inviting us. We'll just be just a minute. We gotta talk over some things first. Thanks. You guys are the best. Finger guns. Like Jericho like finger guns at them and then like steps backwards into the brush. Like, yeah. Gets into the brush and then just goes
Holy fucking shit.
Of course, they come in at the worst times.
Yeah, it's never. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, nothing can be easy. It wasn't bad enough that there's a giant warp temple that apparently nobody returns from, but now we have this to deal with too.
I mean, they don't think that they.
So,
I mean, the good news is I don't think they're not very good at remembering names. So.
plus, we didn't give them any names, which
Oh no,
might be detrimental.
I gave them all. I gave.
That's right, you did.
Those boys all of our
Right.
names actually, but
Well,
they're
watch
bad with
them
names.
actually remember. No, watch them remember ours though.
Specifically ours.
Specifically ours, yeah. Okay.
Even just having one name correct will put us in danger.
So, recapping the information really quickly, though, just so we're all on the same page. The person we're after went in the temple, hasn't come out.
Yep, temple's gone. real fucking
Researchers got into the temple, didn't come out. Grail Khan, from what we can assume, went into the temple. They weren't aware he came out, but we've obviously seen him outside of the temple. Ever since the temple opened.
I don't know if I don't know if we have enough information to say that Grail Khan has been into the temple. Like he's he's not pictured on this whole thing of researchers. Like Jericho pulls out the photo. Like he's not in this picture. He's not pictured. He was a part of this group. Doesn't necessarily mean he went in there. Because here's my thought:
True.
if he's been in there, why the fuck doesn't he already have the map piece?
That
For
is right.
the possibility of however he left there, it wasn't easy because there is every possibility he went in there, something went wrong, he was ejected, and that's how he has warp powers now, and he blames the Antares Collective and the entire galaxy for abandoning him and letting the warp powers exist.
I mean, maybe, but
I feel like Grail needs a hug after all the shit he's been through.
Great. The last thing Grail
No.
needs is a hug.
he doesn't need a fucking hug.
Listen,
Well,
I don't like the
therapy,
I don't like the bastard, but the thing is, I feel whatever he's doing, Melody's just enabling him.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And
Doesn't
before you say, Jerry, no, Melody doesn't need a hug either.
I'm not saying she needs a hug. Listen,
You're thinking it.
no, I'm
No,
not
that's not what
actually.
she's thinking.
I am. Listen, I understand. You may be under the impression that if there's a hot lady, that's all I can think about. Right now, these bastards are about to convince these fuckers to give up their lives so they can be a part of their whole fucking collective thing, and they're about to fucking ruin these people along with this temple, along with everything else, because that's what they fucking do. They ruin everything.
You know what? I appreciate your priorities are set today. So anyway,
Okay, so we need to go into that temple. I understand that that no one's come out, but we have to go into the temple regardless.
hey, you've gotten out of order stuff before.
No, I'm not. No, it's not the temple. It's I don't. These cats shouldn't fucking. Assuming these fuckers even take these cats off planet. They're just gonna.
Which
They're
is a big
helping-
chance that they're not going
Which is-
to.
there's a
Yeah.
They're
strong
helping
chance.
them. They're too close to the temple and they want more information from the temple. Moving them, quote unquote, off planet is just a way to get them out of the way so they don't have to kill them and look bad. And possibly lose any of their troops in the process.
Oh, please. I assure you, if it's on a planet with no cameras, it does not fucking matter.
Hmm.
Okay, well. Okay, well.
Them being here leaves a very sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't say.
The biggest problem is there's no easy way to get the Antares Collective away from here right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
Not unless something happens to the temple and it is no longer a priority of theirs.
See, when you say stuff like that, I hear blow up the temple.
Yeah.
We can't blow up the temple. We need
We can't do that.
One, we need something that's inside the temple. Two, if we blow up that temple, we might make this jungle even fucking worse.
That's why the best solution I can think of that might lead down that path is find out what's in the temple and spreading the warp. And hopefully finding Mr. Dragon with whatever that is and able to shut it down somehow. Because if we can shut down it producing any warp energy or mitigate it, it might entice them to leave. Until we know what's causing the warp stuff, we don't know what effect getting rid of it would have.
Yeah.
But if we want the Antares Collective to leave, the only easy solution is the temple needs to not have warp anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all we can really do is go in and try to get rid of whatever it is that they're interested in, and see if maybe that'll help with our cat friends' problems.
Yeah,
You can definitely hope.
that is by far the best option we've got.
Okay, well, we're gonna need supplies because it's still a couple of days out. As much as I would love to just tell our cat friends, hey, these guys don't have your best interest at heart, something tells me they're not gonna listen to us unless we brought even more pepperoni. So much pepperoni.
We only have so much pepperoni.
We only have so much.
While we don't have pepperoni, we could possibly offer them a ride off the planet sooner than whenever they get the resources to send.
I mean, that is an option. I think that's probably the best. You know what? We'll do that. How many cats are, like, here in this settlement?
I was about to ask him, like, how many
Like, from
cats
what
are
we
there?
saw, like, how many cats are we talking here?
From your quick glance, you saw, like, several dozen. They probably start poking into the triple digits if this is as big a village as your best estimate from your quick glance. So basically anywhere from 50 to 120.
So our ship is too small, but the Starburst...
The Cloudburst isn't.
Cloudburst isn't.
Yeah, sure. If that's dial up the Countess and be like, so how much do you like cats, and are you allergic? I would hope not, since you've been around Chance, but just in case.
Boy, howdy, do we have a proposal for you.
Fair, she might appreciate it if it is stopping the Antares Collective from harming another group of people, because she doesn't seem to like the Antares Collective much at all.
It doesn't necessarily hurt to ask her if she's interested in providing aid of some sort. So yes, I think that might be the way to go. All right.
Yeah.
I I can't believe I'm about to say what I just jokingly did, but I'm actually gonna try to call the Countess.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
All right. You call up the Countess. She picks up on the second ring. So what went wrong this time?
Actually, nothing yet. Well, okay, so wrong is relative. Okay,
Nothing
so
went wrong on our end.
nothing went wrong on our end. Okay, so how do you feel about cats?
I hold nothing against cats. Did something happen with Chance?
No, nothing happened with Chance. Chance is
I'm
fine.
okay.
They've had a lot of pepperoni, and they've actually had a pretty decent day, all things considered.
It's been good.
Yeah. Thanks, Chance, for your confirmation. Okay. So there's a tribe of, like, cats that are kind of like Chance, but not quite. Different species. Like, you know, they're a little taller and skinnier, less strong, but they seem cool. So there's this whole tribe, and they're kind of suffering and kind of in need of aid. And but guess who's here providing that aid? The Antares Collective is also down here.
I was worried about that. Antares news frequencies have indicated they are expanding investigation into far space.
Yeah, they've looks like they've been fiddling around with the temple. As far as we know, our new friend, who is not our friend because we haven't met him yet, also went into the temple, hasn't been found yet. Something went weird with this temple. Warp energy is real bad down here. The cat people need help. The Antares Collective are definitely exploiting the cat people to figure out what's going on with this temple and are offering the cats a ride off the planet. I don't know about you, but I super don't buy they're actually going to take these cats off the planet.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Super unlikely if
Yes.
the collective troopers here are, as the news report said, being led by Sergeant sorry, let me say that again. His name's fucking hard to say. Sergeant Arnis Sor.
Sergeant Arnis Sor. What? Good. Love that. Great. Glad he's here. So I know we need to go into the temple, and we're gonna go into the temple. You know, I would not miss the chance to go into a dangerous situation and possibly die, especially when warp energy is involved. Super into that. What can we do for these cat people? I don't think any of us want to see the Antares fuck anyone else up. And I know it probably seems stupid to call. I just, you know, you're a big fancy space countess, and we have to stop them somehow, right?
Somehow.
Like anything that we can do for them. I don't know. You're the one with the money and the big fancy ship.
I am, unfortunately, acting directly against the Antares Collective, like going in guns blazing. One, I doubt I'd get out of that unscathed, and two, it would make our mission rather obvious to the Antares Collective and attract even more attention. Unless you have some covert way of getting the cats out from under the Collective's thumb, then I'm not sure what I'm to do here.
I guess we can't exactly shuffle them in like 5 at a time on the Zephyr.
It's like the Ark.
Yeah,
like
that
the Ark.
seems very inefficient and would require me to buy lots of cat food.
I mean, they might not eat cat food. They probably eat other stuff. Yeah, just listen. If I've learned anything, it's that large cats really like small pepperoni.
It is food for cats. It is by definition cat food.
Are you implying that small pepperoni is cat food?
Well, when it is used to feed cats.
I mean, she's not a blind, but she's right.
God.
I cannot.
Is it cat food when you eat it, Rez?
I mean, no, it's lizard food when I eat it.
Okay, we are getting super caught up on.
I cannot believe we are having an argument about pepperoni.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing we'd have to work out a covert way to get these guys off planet, and I'm not quite sure. We'd have to try to hook up with someone else, like there have got to be other people that are against these guys, right? Like, if we could just all work together, we could probably... I guess
anyone who'd be against him is probably in the temple.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I guess the best we can do for now is try to stop the warp energy and see what we can do. Fuck. Okay,
I just hope the Antares Collective doesn't do anything while we're in there.
Wow, imagine the Antares Collective not doing something to fuck things over.
Wow. You know.
Thank you, Countess. I don't know. We'll do our best. Thank you.
Best of luck down there, and try not to let them catch you.
Please, they haven't done so yet, right? It's no problem. Alright, this is fine! Hangs up.
Alright.
Fine.
Captain, this is not fine.
Yeah, it's not. You know what? Jericho, like, pokes her head on the brush. Psst! Kyler! Baruch!
Yeah, Kyler and Baruch go back from talking to one of the cats, and they, like, wave, like, very exuberantly at you as you poke your head out.
You guys, Jericho kind of waves them like, have we come talk to me over here?
Kyler heads over. Oh, dude, sorry, out of toilet paper? Like, if you pay me now, I could go, like, fetch some for you.
No, that's not it. Just out of curiosity, if, say, somebody were to stop all this warp bullshit from happening to your jungle, would you guys consider waiting a bit for a different ride?
We could talk to these guys and see if it works out for their schedule, I guess.
Okay, so, yeah, because, just in case, so I'm a be real here, as somebody who's had, experience with rich guys showing up with big fancy ships saying that they'll help you on their schedule, just in case the schedule doesn't line up, maybe you could... Have they actually done anything to help you guys?
Actually, yeah, they've been, like, helping us set up buildings, like, the gathering, identifying, and selling us stuff that we need to, like, go out, get some, like, wood that hasn't been tainted and whatnot, go digging for stuff. Like, we weren't usually digging for stuff, it just didn't seem that important, but it turns out there's all sorts of really shiny shit under the ground. Who knew?
Wow, yeah, wow, digging for shiny stuff under... Yeah, but you don't... Okay, but you could, dig that stuff up yourself. Like, they don't, the shiny stuff is your stuff.
I mean, technically, it wasn't our stuff because we didn't know it was there and didn't have the tools, so...
Okay, well...
Okay, but why... But in the perspective, why would these guys need particularly this stuff in order to get you guys out of here?
Well, I mean, if we're abandoning this planet to the warp, we need to get everything we can before we, like, what did you say? Get out of Dodge?
Yeah, well, what if you don't have to abandon this stuff to the warp? What if we can get the warp to stop doing the thing?
Well, it would still be fucking hot, wouldn't it?
I mean, valid, but,
Yeah, that was problem numero uno. It's fucking hot around here.
Yeah, you're fucking right. That's true.
Also, don't you find it strange that they would have you make new buildings if you're just gonna leave?
I mean, our old buildings couldn't hold up, like, let me call it Baruch, Rad Tower? I'm pretty sure, yeah, Rad Tower. Yeah, definitely they had a Rad Tower that, like, it was being messed up by our old stuff, so they helped us build a new one.
Okay. So, these guys, I have met them before. They came to my home planet, and they also came to my planet and said that they were going to help us build things and help us get things out of. They were gonna help us make everything all nice and get us off planet, and they just sort of built a bunch of buildings, dug everything out of the planet, and then they left us on the planet to help make things for them to take off the planet. I got off the planet. Most people did actually not make it off the planet.
Oh.
So you're saying, like, we get to make shit?
No, it's not. Yeah, you get to make shit, and they're gonna. It's.
They're exploiting you for free resources.
That.
Dude, it's not free, they, like, pay us in credits.
Did you need credits before they came?
Credits could buy us more of those awesome pepperonis.
Yeah, but...
So Captain, I'm not quite sure they're understanding us quite well. Do you mind if I try something saying it in a language they might more understand?
Go ahead.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
All right, dude, bros. So here's the thing. They're just really, really bad news for you. They're going to take away everything that you love. They're going to leave you high and dry. And it's just not going to be a good time for you, bros.
I'm scared.
Roll savvy with advantage.
I'm scared.
I use inspiring leader.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh, it's an 8.
Well, 7 is now an 8.
Bro, that is most heinous.
I know, right, bro?
Yeah, dude, it's the fucking worst.
Freaking amazing. Like, dude, if that's true, it would be, like...
It would be monumentally catastrophic for you.
Or even, like...
Mondo bad.
No.
What the fuck is a Mondo?
Don't worry about it.
Like, I mean, if that's true and all, we'll talk to the others about it, see if, like, they're feeling the same, like, off vibes and whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean, we can totally help, brah.
Like, we're gonna hope that's not the case, because if it was, that would be, like...
So...
I know,
So
but
here's-
make sure you keep it on the down low, brah.
So here's the deal. We, Jericho's also like, okay, so we are trying to find some other hip dudes, cool dudes like you, who also want to keep their shit and, you know, maybe leave the planet if they want, or not leave the planet if they want. Like, do whatever they want without these guys coming in and telling you what to do. So, if these other people that we're trying to work together with, you know, if we can get some people to help you, aside from these guys, would you maybe consider, like, waiting for us to get you some help?
Like, we'll consider it, we're gonna hope, like, that works out for the schedule, bruh.
You know?
Brah, that's the thing. This will be working on your schedule.
Holy shit, Brooke. We get to have a schedule? That sounds like a lot of pressure, dude.
No, it's the exact opposite of pressure. It's freedom.
Like, when would we schedule in this freedom, though, bruh?
All the time.
Holy shit.
I know.
Captain, I don't understand this language they speak.
Compass, remind me to watch some Dude Bro movies with you sometime.
So, all right, bros, you're going to go talk to the people, keep it on the down low, and we're going to help you guys out and get you some freedom.
Lit, bro.
Freedom.
Lit.
And assuming you have nothing else to say to the dude bros,
Yes.
yeah. Kyler and Baruch head back into the village.
Wait, actually, hey, dudes! Hey, guys!
They undo that.
Sorry. So hey, we actually need to head out real quick. So could you guys maybe do us a favor and grab us some supplies, maybe?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Food, water, mostly food, I think, since we would have, I'd imagine we would have at least left we knew we were going to be gone a few days, so I'd imagine we'd have most stuff, but we threw all of our food to the sharks. So...
Yeah, don't do that, man. They don't like it.
They don't like the food, but one of them seemed like he liked the Pringles.
Yeah, but they don't like things being thrown at them, you know? It's like a bad vibe.
You're so fucking right. You're so fucking right. I don't know what I was thinking. You're so fucking right. Okay,
Yeah, like, cool. Listen out, we'll get out, like, the credit reader. It's like a credit card reader, but it's just straight up credits, and then we'll get that stuff for you, bruh.
Hey, thanks, bro. Super appreciate it.
You make the list, space Venmo the cats, and they head out to go pick up stuff.
Great.
All right,
That
so
just happened.
as soon as they leave, Rez starts hacking.
Jericho pats Rez on the back. That was very impressive, Rez.
Yeah,
Where did you learn that dialect?
from various different ships that I had to bum rides on before I bummed a ride with Captain Jericho here. See, the thing is, I don't look like a gender, and for some reason people have a stigma against hiring the female mechanics. So, I just put on that voice and I got a couple free rides before then. God, it's been years.
I'm impressed by your dude bro voice, but you don't have to do it again.
Thank the maker.
I mean, you don't have to, but I kind of liked it.
I think that was absolutely amazing, Raz. You never cease to amaze me.
I'm just saying, if my husband speaks to me like that, yeah, I dig that.
You're into dude bros?
A little bit. I feel that I give off the vibe that if I wasn't space Scottish, then I'd be a dude bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Fair. Yeah.
People who like men are weird.
Yeah.
Hey.
God.
All right.
Anyway.
Eventually, the cats come back with approximately, 5 days to be extra sure you can get to the temple worth of expeditionary supplies like food, water, bug spray, and the like.
Nice. I give them some very enthusiastic high fives.
Same.
Yeah, high fives.
I give them all the high fives they could want.
Slippity slip.
You have 4 arms. That's twice
Multiple
the high
fives.
five.
They never
I
stop
know.
high-fiving as long as the high fives are there. They're doing this for an extended period of time to the point where it's awkward, but they just keep wanting to do it.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. You have a good day. We're gonna go see what we can do about that warp situation at the temple.
Alright, cool. Yeah, fun, brah.
Thanks. You guys have fun too. Be careful. Also, don't tell these guys that you met us, okay?
Yeah.
Don't as in do not.
For fuck, are you serious?
I think it's best we leave ASAP.
Look,
Right, time to go.
there didn't seem to be a problem. They were just like, why are you buying all this stuff? And I told them it was for my friends, Captain John Show, Grandpa, Pez Dispenser, France, and 5.
You know what?
They
I
didn't
think we
care,
can
did
get away
they?
with that.
You know what? Jericho reaches up and just does another high five. Thanks so much for being you.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, bro! All right, we're gonna bounce. It's good seeing you guys. Let's go.
Later.
Later.
All right.
Let us zoom.
Cool. You zoom out. I'm actually going to call it a little early because the expedition goes into
Alright.
action scenes.
Wahoo!
Yeah. Spoiler alert. The Antares Collective made some more expeditions.
Oh, good. I
Yep.
love that.
But we will see you all later for the continuation of this jungle trek in another episode of Strangers to the Stars. Stay tuned, space travelers.